All right, welcome everybody to BluTuber Friendsgiving. We are here to give thanks to everything movie related. So it's going to be a fun, casual stream tonight. We're just going to talk things we are thankful for and just have a good time with our friends right here. So yes, welcome everybody. Everybody excited for Friendsgiving this year?
Oh yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, boy.
There we go. I can see the excitement from everybody. But oh, freaking Jake already falling asleep on us, man. We gotta get him pepped up here. But yeah, just to remind the audience out there, make sure you go ahead and thank that like and subscribe for the channel, of course. And then if you like a comment read live, give us some extra thankfulness with some super chats. And if you would like to help choose some future topics, think about becoming a member. If we can get 5 super chats tonight, or like a 1 high tier membership, you will get a giveaway possibility. So I'm still trying to give away this Deep Blue Sea Aero Edition valued at $60. I still can't get rid of this sucker. Nobody wants it for some reason. I don't get it. But low price of high tier membership of $20. Enjoy. And maybe I throw in a little bonus with that as well. But yeah, let's get into the first round here. So first round of thankfulness. I'll go ahead and start this one off. But this was an amazing year for movie events for me. Oh my gosh. I went out of this way this year to really go to some awesome events like I've never done before. So I think Huck knows where I'm going with this one.
Yes, sir.
We went to an amazing John Carpenter concert together. We met up in LA. So my collecting brothers here, we got Huck, we got Tim, and me, of course, went to go see John Carpenter live. And this was an incredible concert, right, Huck? There you go. He got the They Live sunglasses.
I got the They Live. Hang on, here you go.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Nice.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I got to show you guys.
So I'm not going to tell you who, but at least 3 of you are aliens. I can tell now. But
and then I got this John Carpenter Halloween signed poster. So that was pretty cool too. So, man, what a fantastic event. I mean, he played all the hits from all his movies and even some music I didn't even know. Like, he apparently has a band or something and was playing some new album stuff. I'm like, this is pretty darn good. Oh my gosh. So that was a great event. Wish they had more like comfier seats. We were like standing the whole time, but I'll work with it. But,
or just any seats.
I know seats would have been nice, right? Yeah. But that's okay. Incredible event. Like I said, we saw some of our favorite movies of all time, being a big John Carpenter fan here. So that was great. And like I said, seeing Tim for the first time, Huck, that's our first time meeting Tim together. That was out of this world experience. So that was great seeing you guys. Huck, you had a good time there?
Yeah, man, that was good stuff. It's funny that was on my list as well in a different order, but I'll go ahead and talk about it now because I know a bunch of you guys have met during these meetups, which is always so cool to see. You know, Johnny, Jake, Jeff, Tony. I've seen you guys meeting up, and it's super fun. I'm just like, oh, look at him. And then when you loaned us Tim for a couple of days, we were very appreciative. And yeah, it was very funny. It was almost like
yeah, that's appropriate.
But it's very funny standing between Mike and Tim, who are like 6'2", 3, and I'm like 5'5". So it's like,
That's me when I meet everybody too.
Yeah,
they're all way taller than me.
It was great. I had such a good time, and yeah, like Mike said, I didn't know he had all these band skills and tracks, and he just sort of rocked the night. The guy's in his 70s, and he was just killing it. Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah. Very jealous of you guys for seeing him. I want Carpenter live bad, and I don't know if I ever will. So he doesn't really come to the Midwest too often. He's a homebody, man.
You gotta come out to LA.
Yeah, and we probably wouldn't have gone had Tim not told us about it. I mean, that guy found every event happening while he was here. Yeah.
All right, Nate, you're up.
Okay, so this is stuff we're thankful for. Movie, I'll follow your trend. I don't have events per se, but I will say I'm pretty thankful that because I love going to the theater. I collect movies, but I will always choose to go to see a movie at a theater over watching it at home 10 times out of 10. Doesn't matter. Old movies, new movies. So I'm actually thankful for these the last few months, especially Regal, AMC, where they're showing all these old movies in theaters for like the whole month. I'm sorry, Huck.
That's me. I'm gonna hear all of my things before I ever do one.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I've had the opportunity to see some movies I've never seen, like at all. Like I saw Dog Day Afternoon in the theater. I saw Sunset Boulevard at the theater. I saw the OG Frankenstein, which I have seen, but the 1931 Frankenstein at the theater. I just saw Hook last week. So like I saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which might come up later, and my other thankful things. Like that is for me being able, some of these I've seen 20 times, some I've seen 0, but I'm glad they're leaning into that. Like you got 20 theaters here, give one. And I'm also thankful that people go, because I didn't see any of them like in an empty theater. There was always people in there. I love seeing like younger people discovering these movies or getting to see them in the theater. So I think I'm very happy that these big chains finally decided to like consistently, instead of Fathom events, just like play them themselves. You know what I mean? So you could use your Unlimiteds and your A-list and all that and see it for free. So I'm glad they did that. And I've seen a lot of great movies because of it this year.
Yeah. If I had an AMC theater next to me, I would totally be doing that just for like the 4 free movies you get to see a week.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard for me if I have the movie in my collection to go to the theater and see it if I have to pay $10 to do it.
Yeah.
But I will say Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair, when that comes out next week, I'm going to go with bells ringing. I cannot wait to see it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Johnny.
All right. I'm going to kind of do what you did, Mike. Last year, we were all fortunate, me and Tony and Jeff and Corey, like we were all fortunate to have a get together last year, and we got met up with Tim and Mizzy and everybody else. So when we did it this year, we did something a little bit different. Yep. We did it something a little bit different this year. Well, we all decided to go watch a movie. Now, we all didn't go see the same movie because there was a whole bunch of us, so we kind of had to split it up. So my wife and I and Tony and I believe Jody, we all went to go see Sinners. And I got to tell you, watching Sinners, especially with my wife and just her reaction to Haley Steinfeld saying, she does have a potty mouth, and just being able to watch it with Tony, knowing how Tony is during movies. And it was almost like stunned silence when we all got back to our Airbnb. And it was just one of the greatest things about that trip was that, we all got to experience a movie together, at the movie theater. Whereas normally it's just like you or your spouse or your family. We were there with a bunch of people we know on YouTube, getting together and watching something that, we all love. And I actually kept, if you want to make me big, Mike, I did keep my ticket stub.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I put my ticket stub in with my 4K. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm thankful for is, having that meetup with everybody, which is so awesome. It felt, we were there about a week, but it felt like we were there only like 2 days. So meeting with everybody, I'm so thankful for that.
Did Tony get upset at the language in the movie? Because I know he's against that.
Sometimes it's okay. I mean, I don't condone it, but sometimes you just can't get away from it. I do enjoy gore. I do enjoy bloodbaths and that kind of stuff. The language I could do without. The nudity I could do without.
What about cunnilingus, Tony? Do you enjoy the cunnilingus in Sinners?
But it was still an
I can ignore you.
Nothing.
Jake, filter out the window. Yeah. Jake, you must love that Johnny kept his receipt. I know you do that for all your movies, which is
I've been doing that for like 6 or 7 years now, and it's the best. Like anytime I go to rewatch a movie and I forgot that I saw it in theaters, I open it up, I'm like, oh hey, yeah, and then memories just keep on flooding back. It's the best.
Like I don't know if I'm buying all of these movies, but because of you, I've kept a lot of these. They're all sitting right here. Nice.
Yeah, great choice right there. I mean, seeing a movie with friends, that just makes it a better experience, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Jake, you're up.
Well, I'm a big fan of steel books, and in 2025 there was the return of like the big beefy library case box set for steel books. I didn't grab one of them, but I have the Dark Knight trilogy one here. Love these. I just like how collections get magnified when these awesome sets come out. There was one for 007 earlier this year with Sean Connery and all of his Bond films that I have over there. But then, of course, the beefy guy right here, the Nightmare on Elm Street set. Like, this is just something that I've been craving to have on 4K for the longest time. And for this to finally get the box set that it deserved, like the DVD set did, like the VHS set did, the Blu-ray set is a piece of garbage that's just so flimsy. Did not really give Freddy Krueger his time to shine and have like a permanent display mantelpiece in the collection. Now it finally does. I can sleep well at night. And just having all these library cases, I'm hoping that they keep on going, and I hope they're selling well, and I hope that they just keep on coming in 2026.
What are you talking about, Jake? This is gorgeous. Look at this thing.
I kicked that sucker out of my collection so hard, Huck.
Oh, yeah. Smells like $20.
It sure does. Yeah,
Hey, for the price, though,
really
that's value.
It is definitely worth the price.
Come on, $20. I'll stick with that until
it's great
that
if you just want the
4K
movies. Yeah, no, it's solid if you don't have a lot of space. But Freddy Krueger's my favorite slasher of all time, so I'm happy that there's something awesome to kind of put in my collection to show him off at all times.
Yeah, it steelbook set's really nice. In fact, when I saw the dent, I'm like, oh, you got a dent. I'm like, oh, yeah, they put those dents in there.
Yeah, the debossing on there, which they've never done in a library case before. It looks so cool. I love it.
Nice.
All right, Jeff.
Where Tony?
So I'm going to go ahead and just go off the Johnny's, so that way we're not talking about it in an hour again. Getting to meet up with different people that I've met on YouTube has been really awesome. And this year, I got to ride that high mentally for a really long time. It was a very nice thing to get to meet up with people, and when you find out that they're just like they are in real life, or like there's no difference between like what we're doing right now versus when we meet up in person, except for there's no computer screen between us. And what I have to kind of show for that is we all passed around a movie that we just didn't care about to get signed by everybody that was there. And I got Wild Things Foursome. There would be no reason other to have this in my collection, except for that some of my best friends now have signed it. And it's just a momentum to have. And because I'll probably never even watch this film, but it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things that, that we'll always have.
There's mine.
Zombie strippers.
Yeah, and he's got zombie strippers. So,
but I like how it's all autographed by your friends. That's great.
Yeah, I wanted to do that last year, but I was like, I left my Sharpies at home and stuff. And, then this year I told Bob about it. I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea, fat boy. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
He didn't say that. Although it's Bob. Maybe he did.
Yeah.
All right, I want a double feature of that. Watch along.
Wild Things Foursome and Zombie Strippers probably.
There you go. Yeah.
Pretty good double feature.
Tony's like, sign me up. If he was here, he'd be the first one to sign up.
At first, I thought it was just Wild Things, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good movie. You don't like that movie?
I know.
Then he said Foursome.
Foursome.
Never mind.
The
like, there's a fourth one.
All right, Huck, you're up.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, yeah, like you guys, I'm just gonna go out of the order I had and just sort of piggyback. Actually, two of you talked about two of my things, so since we did kind of already talk about meeting up and meeting Tim and how great that was, and Johnny, like you guys are saying, it's such a great little bonding thing because it proves to all the naysayers out there who say, "Oh, well, yeah, they're your YouTube friends, but they're not real friends." And to that, I say, well, then you apparently have never met real friends because, you can't put a label like that on these. It's like I talk to you guys more than I talk to people who live in my city, like on a daily basis. We're like, Instagramming or whatever. And I don't do that with people I see here all the time, probably because you think in the back of your head, oh, well, I'll eventually see them throughout the year. but for some reason we talk almost every day, you know?
Mhm.
So that's pretty awesome. I'm thankful to have a community like this so that we can do these sort of things. And then the other one, Nate, I'm just going to bounce to your going to the theater, because look, this you hit it exactly. I love exactly what you said, which is not just going to the theater and having a great time because I got the Regal card and I'm just, you know, reaping the rewards of that. But yes, man, for Universal to give us all of its catalog and give us all the primary movies. I think I saw 4 out of the 7, and to see The Bride, Creature, Wolfman, all these things on the big screen. And Creature, by the way, was in 3D, just like it was back in the day. I
was
did
so
not
mad I missed
know.
it.
I didn't know that it was going to be that way. And that just added an extra little spark of joy, of thankfulness to see it like that. And The Creature was the most populated of all those Universal movies I saw. There was at least 30, 40 people in there. I don't know why that was the one, but it was more than Wolfman, more than Bride of Frankenstein. That was great. Sunset Boulevard, Jaws 50th re-release, Back to the Future re-release.
Oh, yeah.
Like it goes on and on and on. And I tried to go to as many of these just to, you know, for me, seeing the ones again like Back to the Future, just getting that feel, but seeing ones like Jaws that I saw in re-releases, not originally, and then things like Sunset Boulevard that you sit in the theater and you feel this is what 1954 felt like when people sat down, the lights went out. And that's what I'm loving so much about this year, that some theaters are bothering to do that. I don't know if everyone has the luck to have a theater near them do that, but boy, when they do, what a treat. What a treat.
I literally found a movie that I've heard of and I never saw, and I went to the theater to see Cinema Paradiso. It's like an Italian film.
Mhm.
Oh my god, I fell in love with it. I was like, I've never seen this movie. I went as soon as it was over. I was like, I need to buy this. I need it. And that one there was only about 3 of us in the theater, but that's okay because I think we all liked it. So yeah, I hope they keep doing it. I know this month they're still doing. Right now they're doing holiday movies on Thanksgiving Day. They're doing Thanksgiving, the horror one. So that's cool.
Nice.
So yeah, I hope they keep going every month.
Yeah, I think mine's re-showing The Grinch, the Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
movie.
The Grinch.
So
I've seen a trailer for that today. It was really cool just to see the trailer on the big screen again. Because I went to
Isn't
the
that
theater
awesome?
to see that one when I was little.
yeah.
I
And
say
not only
little,
that,
but I
like,
was
I'll just
teenager.
to add, I'm sorry, like the fact that they're doing like the Jaws and the Back to the Future in like IMAX and 4DX, and I don't love 4DX, but for people who do, like that's a cool way. Like, oh, I've seen this movie a million times. Let me see one with a chair that moves and sprays water on me, and you know what I mean. So I'm glad that they're like mixing it up. Like the Creature in 3D, I was kind of pissed that I didn't get to go to that one, but yeah, it's
if I knew it was in 3D, I would have went. I'm assuming that's why that one was the most populated one, because like there's no good way to replicate that really. So yeah, I'm envious of that one, man.
Yeah, and it's funny because my wife doesn't go out to see movies a lot, and for some reason she's like, "I want to go see that one." You keep saying how much you liked it, and so she went with me. You know, these are usually like I usually go solo to most movies throughout the year, but you know, so not only did I get to see that with 3D, but bring her too. So
Right.
yeah, there's just some good times at the theater this year.
Yeah, and that first point, Huck, you like did a double combo there, but that first point of, you know, just the time we spend with each other here, I didn't even realize, but thinking about it, like if you add up all the live stream time I spent with you guys, that is way more than any other friends or extended family. Like you just think about the hours on these live streams. I'm like, oh my gosh,
Right?
that's incredible. Wow. All right, Will, I'm thankful to have you here, Will. Finally, our new friend to this community this year. So welcome to the table,
Will?
my friend.
Welcome, Will.
He has cool shades on. Hang on.
I know,
I'll
right?
join Will.
They
There we
live.
go.
All right,
I
Will,
took 'em off.
what are you thankful for out there?
Glasses now.
Okay, so I have a steelbook here that's 3D, and mostly I'm thankful for this film because it's like one of my favorite films of all time. That is G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Oh, that's nice.
This is I think this is the early print of, they had a 4K steelbook that had The Rock on it. I was going to pick it up, but I could not. So I just went with this option. And this is a film that I will go back and watch as many times as I can. And it has 3D, Blu-ray, DVD. Let me try to take all the discs out here. Even the inside looks great. So proud to have that in my collection.
I have it too, somewhere over there.
I'm thankful for this. The film is
this is like a 2017, 2018 release. Very solid steelbook for sure.
It is. So I'm thankful for this film, and I watched it like over 100 times. I'll keep watching it till I die.
Heck yeah.
And that's all.
You make me want to watch that movie, though. I don't know if I've ever seen it, but your love for that movie, like, I want to see that one again now. So
I actually like that movie. I thought it was pretty fun.
From the director of Wicked, John.
I've seen The Rise of Cobra.
Yeah, the first one's terrible. So the fact that they were able to make anything great out of the sequel is just a miracle.
Well,
I just remember Snake Eyes being so frantic with the editing. Like, it was so shaky. I'm like, what the heck am I watching?
Call me Joe.
All right. Well,
that one has Bruce Willis though, so it's automatically like 5%, at least 5% better.
All right, great first round, everybody. So we are getting into round 2 of Thankfulness. So before I bring up the receipts here, how many movies do you guys think I've seen in theaters since the end of October?
3.
We had to take a guess.
Since the end of October?
No,
9.
like throughout the
9.
whole year.
Oh,
till
from
the
last
end of
year to now?
October, because I don't have the November reports yet, but October ending for the whole year, how many movies in the theaters?
97.
I'm gonna say at least
I wish.
106.
103.
I
2.
don't live at the theater. Okay. Well, you guys.
I feel like you do. I see all your shorts.
I'm
almost as much as me.
going to say 68.
All right. We got 79.
I was going to say 75.
Pretty good.
Nice.
79 by the end of October, 7 in that month alone. So thankful for that Regal Unlimited Pass. Oh my gosh, that thing was a game changer. When that came out for movie fans, oh my gosh, because now you would see movies you wouldn't take a chance on before. And like seeing Rental Family, Huck, I know you're a fan. Without my Unlimited Pass, I would have not seen that movie. And then I would have been so mad because that movie is one of my favorite films of the year. It might be my favorite movie of the year.
Yeah.
But that Unlimited Pass allowed me to see movies that I wasn't really planning to. And then that happened to end up being one of my favorites. And that happened so many times this year. Like movies I didn't expect I was going to love, I ended up loving. So thank goodness for those Unlimited Passes. I mean, I saved thousands of dollars from Regal with that sucker. I don't know how they stay in business.
I'm so envious of you guys that have AMCs and Regals. I've got Cinemarks, and their movie club is terrible. It's like $10, and you get a movie a month. It's just like, what? Why would I do
this? Oh man.
Yeah. I wish if I had one of those next to me, I would be going to the movie theater just as much as you guys.
And my
funny,
theater's
Mike, I know exactly what you're saying because there's so many, like, I swear, every week there's a new freaking horror movie. Every week there is a horror movie. If you go back to the beginning of the year and you look, I only know that because of the card, because I look at the week and I go, what's new? Oh, I guess I'll go see that. Bone Lake. Like
I saw that.
Bone Lake.
Me and 5 other people.
Yeah, but it was pretty good. Like it did not suck, Yeah. And like you said with Rental Family, man, that to me is the sweet spot of all these action films that Predator, Badlands, or whatever. You have a good time, but that one you walk away from with something, and it was so good. I hope he pulls another award off like The Whale because it was so good.
I don't even know if it's getting any award recognition, which it totally should. Like, oh my gosh, that should be a nomination for Best Picture, for Best Actor. Like, come on. So we'll see.
Yeah, with some of the junk that made it in last year, this was way better than half of those things. So yeah, y'all, we highly recommend y'all go see that.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's that good, people. It's that good.
It's on my list.
Yeah, it's on my list.
I like.
All right,
I thought it was good.
All right, Nate, you're up.
Yeah, so I was gonna. You took now mine too. I was also going to talk about that. So, like, I know I talked about the classic. I wanted to do 2 theater ones and then the rest kind of home stuff. I was gonna say the unlimited thing as well. And at this point, I've had it since it launched, which was I think like 2021 or 2022. I had the AMC A-list first, or A-list. But the AMC theaters are pretty far from me. So I was like praying. I was like, please, Regal, just do one of these. Because there's literally I could walk to the Regal theater. So when they finally launched it, I was like, I'm in. I don't care if I had to pay a couple dollars to do IMAX. No big deal. I'm saving so much money. I don't mind giving them $7 if I want to go see something in IMAX. And I agree, Mike. I have seen, I think this year I'm at like 90. I think the number I guessed for you is like where I'm at. So I have seen so many things I would never. I saw Rental Family. I probably would have seen that. But the Monday mystery movies, I mean, like sometimes they suck, but sometimes you see something pretty good early. And the best thing with the unlimited too is because those movies are only $5 and then they give you a coupon for a combo. But I pay $0 and I still get the coupon for the combo. So, there's like a lot of little hacks that you can get. Go to certain things, see when they're giving away like free popcorn. If you see this movie, go check in, go see it, get your free popcorn, but you didn't have to pay for the ticket. I love it. I agree with you, Mike. I have no idea how I don't think it makes the theater. Well, it does make the theater money if you think about it, because if people don't go, they're still paying the $20 instead of whatever, like a gym membership.
Not everybody's like us, Nate, that are like living.
True, we're abusing it, but for the other, but you know what? We're there more and we buy more snacks, and that's how the theaters make their money anyway. So it's all concessions pretty much. So, yeah, I think it is one of the best things that has ever happened. I strongly suggest if you have an AMC, Jake, I'm sorry, Cinemark theaters are nice, but yeah, their program is not nice.
They're not cheap. That's for damn sure.
They're not cheap. But they have some of the best food out of any like theater or food that I've had. But AMC, if you have one, or Regal, I highly suggest it. It will open up your world to you'll see anything because you're not paying $15 for this one movie that you might hate.
Right.
And then you might love it. So yeah, that was on my list as well as just the movie subscriptions. And I think they're great. I hope they don't stop doing them anytime soon. I don't think they will, but
there is something they have to add. There is one thing that pisses me off. It doesn't cover Fathom events. I found out, right? So, man, that pissed me off.
Fathom events are not included, and for Regal, if you want to do a premium format, so 3D IMAX 4DX, you have to pay an upcharge. But unlike AMC, you don't have the 4 per week. You can see 9 in a day if you want. It doesn't matter. So it's truly unlimited. The AMC at least includes IMAX. It's like you don't pay any upcharge. So they're both great. Get one if you're near one of those chains.
It reminds me of Movie Pass back in the day. Like when that was $10 a month. Oh my God. I still dream about that.
Movie Pass. I was in on Movie Pass right when they launched.
Me too.
And then everyone ruined it by using it to get Chipotle and stuff like that. Thanks everyone. But yeah, it was a great program when it launched. They were ahead of the game.
Yep.
All right, Johnny, you're up.
All right, everybody's talking about the being thankful, and it's bringing smiles to everybody's faces. But mine's going to be kind of a little bit of a downer. But it still relates to physical media. Last year in 24, I lost my father. Now, my father was a huge part of what you see behind me and all this. He would take me to the movie theater when I was a kid. He took me to see Planes, Trains, and Automobiles when I was like 8 years old in the theater. And, my mother not wanting to kind of like feel left out, and she took me to see some movies. And then, I lost her at the start of this year. And the movies that she took me to go see, I'm glad that physical media is still around and I can actually hold a copy of, say, Thelma and Louise or The Silence of the Lambs, or hell, even Pumpkinhead, which she took me to go see when I was a kid. I should not have seen this, but she wanted to make sure that I could do the things that I enjoyed. And as I got older, she would always go out and say, you want to rent this? You want to buy this? She would always go out of her way to make sure that I had the things that I liked, and it was things in physical media. And I'm most thankful that I'm still able to go out and buy the things that I like and love, and to be able to hold it in my hands. It makes me think back to when I was a child and going to see all these movies with my parents.
Great heartfeltness there, Johnny. I'm feeling
Thanks,
it too.
Johnny.
And I'm just thinking too, like, that's where I got my love of movies from. I know my parents would take me to the theaters, and like my dad, he didn't really know what to do with us. So he was like, oh, I guess we'll just take these kids to the movies all day. And we would see like 2 or 3 movies in a row, like just hopping, theaters and whatnot. And I'm like, I think that's where my love of movies came from, those old just movie memories. So, yeah. You brought back the memories, yes.
That's really nice, Johnny. So you made me think of something. This is so funny. I'm going to show you something that probably no one's even heard of. And I lost my dad a few years ago as well. But in the 70s, late 70s, we went to the Sudan in Africa because my dad was doing sugar factory. He's an architect. And we were all, stayed there for an entire month. And there was a country club. The atmosphere is not what I thought. I thought it was just going to be huts and people, squatting in fields. But we actually had like civilized accommodations, which the only Africa I knew was the National Geographics my mom had on the table. And so one night, y'all, there was a movie. They dropped a sheet down. They said, we're going to show a movie. It's got Roger Moore in it. And they said gold. And I thought, it's Goldfinger. We're going to see a James Bond movie. No. So what we got was this movie. So it's this movie Gold, right? And okay, so this is not a great movie, but this is a movie because we went to go get my dad from Africa. As soon as I saw this, I'm like, I don't care. This is, I own this for the memory of that time in my life. And so I get you, man. I feel you right here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And like you said, how physical media is still around and we can still enjoy it. Like, we don't know how long physical media will be here, but it's so important to enjoy it now while it's still out there. And they're doing so many cool additions for some of my favorite movies of all time. Like, I get blown away by just how much cool stuff they come out with every year. I'm like, I don't know how I can keep up with everything, but this is some great stuff for collectors.
Mm-hmm.
I know you feel that way too, Jake, right? With all those still books.
Yeah, I feel like the longer physical media goes on, the more like of a collector's niche it's going to keep on hitting, because the pool of people that are buying this stuff is continuously shrinking. So the people that do like it and love it, they need to keep it alive somehow. So I think the prices are going to continue to go a little bit up, but you will continue to get like nicer pieces as well. So hopefully you're able to pay a little bit more so it can kind of stay alive and keep afloat and all that jazz.
All right, Jake, what are you thankful for?
Yeah, one of mine was my family as well. I've got 2 girls, a 10-year-old and 7-year-old, and every Friday we watch family movie night, and it's the best. I look forward to it every Friday. I think my girls do as well, because we go and get some grub and then come back home, and whether that's like we watched Wicked, and then Wicked for Good we saw in theaters that following Friday. My oldest is really loving like 80s Tim Burton type of stuff, so we took like a whole 6 weeks and ran through a lot of his filmography. Like, it's fun because normally they're just tablet time all the time, going to YouTube, watching shorts, all this stuff. So it's nice that at least once a week we can go and watch a movie as a family, watch the same thing for a couple of hours and just enjoy it together. Like, there's so many different distractions that happen all over. So it's fun when they can come down here, pick a movie, either watch it down here, upstairs, doesn't matter. Just as long as we're together and enjoying each other's company. There's nothing better.
And thank you, Jake, for doing that, because we got to get these young people exposed to movies and movie theaters and movie fandom, because that's what gets me worried about movies the most. It's like, as older generations pass away, if we don't have young people to fill in the movie fandom, I mean, movies are just eventually going to stop right?
Mhm.
Like,
I believe
there's no
so.
way to do that. So
Yeah.
you're doing the
So
good work.
Jake, so you started weaning them to the Tim Burton, which I love. Were there
Mhm.
any surprise? Because this is what I love, and I'll get into some surprises with my daughter. But were there any of those you were surprised how much they loved, like one you weren't expecting?
Beetlejuice was the big one to where like
Sure.
we watch that all
Yeah.
the time now, and
So good.
my oldest is afraid of everything and very timid about everything, so I was nervous about what she was going to do. But I love practical effects, and she loves practical effects as well. So that's when like my nerdy side goes out, and we dig into the special features or find different things on YouTube and show them how that stuff was actually made. They're big into stop motion too because they like the practical process of it. So we watched a whole bunch of like Wes Anderson and Studio Ghibli. That's not live action, or that's not stop motion, but they like to see how things are kind of crafted and processed, just kind of like I do too. That's how I fell in love with movies, and that's why I like collecting physical media, is because you can go and deep dive into that stuff once you're done watching. You can dig into the special features and go and learn about the movie that you just watched. And it makes me happy that they're kind of sort of doing the same thing sometimes, like when I kind of like poke and prod them. But YouTube is a hard thing to fight against, because that's everything you could ever want ever. And
They're gonna have YouTube rehab one day. It's gonna be, I cannot stop watching it.
Well, I mean, these movies cost hundreds of millions of dollars to make, and these YouTube videos cost hundreds of dollars to make, maybe. So I don't know where the movie business is going to be in like 15, 20 years. It makes me nervous.
Well, tell your daughter I know the effects guy, Robert Short, who did the makeup effects for Beetlejuice. Because back in the day, get this, I did his demo reel. I'm like, but Bob, you just got the Academy Award for Beetlejuice. Why am I doing your reel? And he goes, you'd be surprised how people just quickly they'll forget. I'm like, oh my God, seriously?
That's wild.
But I mean, so I got to go to his shop and see all of his stuff. I got to see the Flash costume from the 1991 TV show. He made that the Flash costume. That was super sweet.
I would love to take him to like a museum like that sometime. Like I know the Oscars has one out in California.
Oh, it's so nice.
I'd love to have them and go see the props in person. I think they'd get a real kick out of that.
Sweet.
See, LA meetup trip. Let's go,
Jay.
Right? Yeah. All right, Jeff.
So I find that it's pretty awesome that we all kind of have the same things that we're thankful for as we're kind of going on. I'm actually gonna say that I'm thankful for my mom. She's in the chat here tonight. She's in a lot of everybody's chats when they go live that are here on the screen right now. She's a big supporter of pretty much anything I try to put myself behind. All the way back to teenage music that became music that I listened to into my mid-30s. So I'm thankful for my mom. That's something that I'm very thankful for this year. We got to share this film earlier this year for the July Criterion sale, and she said it was a must watch. And I grabbed this one up. So this is the physical media that I'm pulling for her this year is Rumblefish. A great movie. If you haven't seen it, it's a fun time. It's black and white, but it's not old. If you're worried about like an old black and white type of movie, it's just stylized that way. So
that's great. I can't get my mom to watch a single thing I do ever. and I love my mom. Shout out to moms. I love her. She's great. We're close. But I can't get her to watch a live stream. I can't get her to watch a TikTok. Nothing. So I'm glad that I love that your mom watches everything you do, because it is nice when family supports what you're doing.
Right.
My family knows I do it, but most of the people that watch it is not them. So, I'm glad she's always there to see your stuff.
Yes. I love Nikki as well. She's always popping into my morning mug. So love you. She's so good. Her and Bonnie, man, bringing that mama love to the YouTubes.
All right, Huck.
All right, so I guess we're just doing family love. So I'm gonna keep that ball rolling. So yeah, I am thankful that this year, and this was a 2-year in the making, and it came at the right time because shortly after that's when I lost my job. But before that, we had planned to go to Europe because my daughter graduated college. She's going to college, high school this year. And so here it is. We went on a big European vacation. When she graduated, I said, all right, and there it is, all the stuff there. And then I kept, Jake, you'll appreciate this. I kept all the swag. They have a little
physical goodies, buddy.
Dudes, these were all we went on a cruise as well. So it was, we went to London, Paris, then we did a cruise, and then we ended in France. And then these were our cruise cards, and I did trivia every day on the boat. I got all my trivia slips in here. I won, I don't know, at least 4 or 5 of those. People were hating my face when I walked in. But look, there she is on the back to show you my little kiddo. That's my little girl. So she's like always supports all the stuff that I do and we do. She even tells her friends, she goes, I have a couple of friends that are your fans. I'm like, oh, really? Like she got friends that are subscribed to my channel. I'm like, I wouldn't know them if I saw them, but there you go. So just to be able to have a big family thing, because I remember when I grew up, maybe like a lot of people, their parents brought them on trips that we remember. And, both my parents are now gone. So to me, now it's going in reverse. Now I get to shower the love upon Brooke and show her what we got to do. And having her come along and bring on something like that at the age where she can appreciate Europe, because we were going to go during COVID 5 years ago, but she would have been just like 13. I think she'd been like this, more walking, you know what I mean? But now she appreciates what it is we're looking at. And we got to go with a friends of ours. So she got to have a buddy of hers with her. So that was great. So that way it was just adults and one kid, So yeah, I'm just super thankful we were able to pull it off because, going to Europe is it's very expensive. And I don't know if and when I'd ever go again. So we just did literally everything we could. It was turbo, 2.5 weeks, and then we were done. But so very thankful for that.
I went when I was in high school. God, 20 years ago now, something like that. Yeah, I went for 2 weeks for like choir, and I still have memories about that like it was yesterday. Like, yeah, that's just something you never forget ever.
Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Will.
You're muted, buddy.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
Yep. Crystal.
All right, so I went through my desk over there just a few minutes ago. I picked up I'm thankful for this as well. I'm actually thankful to a few people that I know because they love James Bond. And I picked this up for like $20. I don't know if I showed this off before. It's the James Bond collection. Not all the films are in here. It's just like 20 of them. It's the first 20 films plus Casino Royale. Yeah, I'm thankful for the people I know that love James Bond. James Bond had a staple in my life. So, yeah, it includes the first film, Dr. No, all the way through Casino Royale. So, yeah, much love to the people that I know that love James Bond. And everyone that loves James Bond, just know that his name is Bond, not no other. That's all.
Will, I think you just made the 007 team for the franchise film fight tournament. Because I've been looking for another player to join that team. So with that fancy box, I think you just made it there.
Yeah, that was nice, dude.
Thanks.
I have the individuals of those boxes, those ones that are in your set. I have them separately, but that is such a really nice collection. They did. That's back in the day when they cared about their product. When people made nice box sets of their stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a great set.
All right. Awesome. Second round, everybody. Okay. We're going to get into our third round now of thankfulness. So I got to show some kind of physical media here as we got to celebrate our physical media. And wow, when this movie came out in theaters, I love this movie. I'm a big superhero genre fan. And this movie just showed me how great superhero movies could still be. Because at one point, I'm like, I don't know if we're going to have any other great superhero movies, but this movie just did something.
Oh, no.
And so this was incredible. And so I finally got the 4K steelbook when I got it in a little bundle discount deal.
No.
And
no.
oh man, it was just it was the best. It was the best. I know Huck loves this one. We have to have our Kraven the Hunter. Look at this beautiful 4K. Look at that. Aaron Taylor Johnson's eye. Look at that. Incredible steelbook. I know Huck loves this one too. But this movie was so fun and entertaining. I thought it was going to be garbage. But you go into the theater and you're like, man, this action is incredible. It went hard R. And I think that's the best way they could do a Kraven the Hunter movie without Spider-Man. You tell me you got to make a Kraven the Hunter movie, but you can't use Spider-Man in any way. I think that's the best you can do with it. Like that was super fun and entertaining. So Kraven the Hunter, I mean, it just let me know that superhero movies are here to stay, man. I was getting worried. You know, I just watched Superman today again, and I'm like, man, Kraven the Hunter, like James Gunn, take some notes from Kraven. Like, let's get a better sequel.
Oh my God,
better watch it.
So yeah, I think that might have been the best superhero film of the year.
Nope, not even close.
Yep. Yeah. Don't do it, Nate.
I love that Mike loves that movie so much. I do because I thought
that's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it.
I love when I just love any movie that has a big fan. Period. Even if it's like horrible.
All right.
You know, I know he's being a little funny, but I know he likes it. No matter what.
He does.
It's a 4-star. It's a 4-star. It's not a 5-star. It's a 4-star.
Yes, you are the fan of Kraven the Hunter.
He is.
Yeah,
he is.
Great.
But let's be real. Come on. At least everybody else has to think it's at least a 3-star, right?
No,
I give it a 2-star.
2 stars for Kraven the Hunter. That's wild.
It's a good-looking steelbook.
Yeah, it looks
about all I can say.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, 2 stars for Kraven the Hunter. That's
See,
wild.
Jake found something nice to say about your movie.
You know, I remember when I walked out of that theater, I didn't like it, but I feel like other people hated it more, and then you made me like it less by how much you liked it. If that makes sense. It's like you liked it so much that then I was like, actually, maybe I do hate that movie. I don't know, but I didn't hate it.
Howard the Duck effect, I call it now, because these movies, I don't get it. Like some people hate Howard the Duck, and I'm like, that's at least bottom like 3 stars, but I give it a 4-star.
That is leaps and bounds better than Kraven.
Like Shazam 2, a lot of people didn't like that. I'm like, that's a 5-star. That was like the best movie the year it came out, and some people treat it like a 2-star. I'm like, this is wild. And they give Superman like all this hype about it. I don't get it. I do not get it. But
yeah,
Brian's with me.
Well, I did like Kraven 2 with you for sure. And yes, I gave Kraven 2 stars, and that was generous.
There's definitely a ton of crap movies that I like, but that's just not one of them. But I genuinely like that you like it.
Yeah.
Brian also loves it.
See, I tell you, Brian's a fan.
Good pull, Mike. Don't let the haters hate.
Oh,
Brian, come on. Fellow Mets fan, don't do this. Brian, don't do this. Please.
I'm telling you, I haven't heard one solid criticism of the movie besides Spider-Man's not in it. That's the only thing I heard that people don't like about it. So, all right. Nate, you're up.
Okay. So I want to do now. The next couple will be physical media stuff since, everyone else has shown something. I got a couple of things over here on my little table. Now, this one's I don't think it's weird. Mike, you did the big boutique battle. It was great. I was on a few teams. I was on a few winning teams. I was on a few losing teams. I was a judge. It was great. I loved it. Now, one of the labels that I love, I was on the team and we lost, but that's okay. I still love them. And I have 2 movies here as examples of why I love them. So, the label is Kino Lorber. I love Kino Lorber, but there's this very specific reason why. They put out some real junk. This is kind of in line with Kraven, so I'm kind of glad you played that. but it's junk I love. Now, these two movies I'm going to show here, these are 90s films. I saw, literally, they came out 93 and 94. And I have very specific memories tied to them, which is why I like them. And I'm glad, thank God, Kino said, you know what? We're going to put those movies out. Because I think one of them definitely had another Blu-ray, but I didn't have it. The other one, I don't think it did. The movies are Camp Nowhere. Okay, right there. Camp Nowhere.
Heck yeah.
And The Good Son is the other one. The Good Son. There we go. Macaulay Culkin, Christopher Lloyd. Now, I'll tell you why. The Good Son, this movie, I'm pretty sure my mom took me and my sister to see it at the theater. I was 6. This is rated R. And I just remember her being like, why are we here? Why did we bring, like, they're going to become bad kids now. Me and my sister are like, this kid, he's bad, but he's having a good time. It looks like he's having fun to me. And so, like, I was 6, my sister was 8, and, we're watching this movie, and I just have such a distinct memory of it that when I found out it had a Blu-ray, I was like, I must buy this. I watched it as an adult. I still kind of like it, but it's kind of junk, but I still kind of like it. And then Camp Nowhere, I can't tell you how many times I've seen this movie. This is like childhood wish fulfillment. Perfection.
Mm-hmm.
You got all these kids that don't want to go to their camps that they're supposed to, like the nerd camp and the fat kid camp and the military camp, performing arts. And so they hire Christopher Lloyd, who's a former drama teacher, to pose as all these different camp leaders, and all the kids pool their money together and just have their own camp. And they do crazy stuff, and they order like a 20-foot sub and guitars, and they do fireworks. And I got Jessica Alba in it before she was famous. Andrew Keegan, Christopher Lloyd. It's great. I watched that movie as a kid. I had a VHS tape. You remember VHS when you used to like record on them and you could fit like 3 movies on one tape?
Oh, yeah.
I had a tape and that was like the middle movie. So we would like watch it and then have to rewind it to make sure it was always in the middle movie, because the first and third movies were stuff we didn't want to watch. So me and my sister watched these movies so many times that I was like, when Kino had them, I was like, I must get them. I love them both. I don't think either one is particularly good, but I don't care. They're good to me, and I love them. And thank you, Kino, for putting out movies like that. Camp Nowhere. I don't need a 4K. Why would I need that? I don't need it. It's perfectly fine just as it is.
That's what Kino's good for, Nate. Guess what else Kino put out? Gold.
Heck yeah. Look at that. That's
Kino.
I mean,
Kino.
yeah, I love a lot of their choices. They get these studio movies that are like the studios don't want to put out. It's like, why would
more or less?
Yeah. So I love it. I think it's great. Not all of them are great. I've seen some duds, but these I will like had a built-in nostalgia for them. So shout out to Kino for putting out the 90s stuff that I loved growing up and haven't seen since then.
Yeah, certain boutiques come out with like 4 or 6 a month. Kino comes out with like 24 to 30 a month. Like, it's ridiculous the amount of movies they pump out on a weekly basis. Even
they just throw them out and see what sticks,
Yeah.
and then maybe they'll renew the license, and maybe they will. I think those are both out of print, as far as I know, but not surprising because they don't have big fan bases. But I'm glad I was able to get them before they cost $60 or whatever they're going for.
Well, I think they're a little bit more than that.
Really?
Lord.
The Good Son's actually good, so I like that one.
It is. Well, yeah, it is. Elijah
Not as
Wood.
good as Craven, but good.
Oh, shit.
All right, Johnny, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about a boutique label here. And I missed out on well, not really missed out. I wanted to get them with the slip covers when Kino did them, but since Arrow came back out with them, the 4Ks for the No Name trilogy.
heck yeah.
I was so excited when I finally got the last one in, because it took forever for my last one to finally get here. But Arrow does such a great job on their releases. And I was just super excited to finally have all 3 of these in my hand. And no, I haven't seen them yet, Mike, because I don't watch what I have on the shelf. You know this. But I know my father-in-law is real excited when we finally sit down to watch these. But to me, this is the boutique release of the year because you got all three of them in these glorious, the hard boxes and everything. And that's what I'm thankful for, is that Arrow gave me chunky boxes for the No Name trilogy, and I'm happy. And I don't even know if you get these things anymore.
I've only seen the third one from Kino Lorber, and it's actually really good, and I'm not a big Western fan, so.
Yeah, I'm not either. I watched all three of those for the first time this year, and I didn't think I was a Western fan. All three of those movies rock. I think The Good, the Bad, the Ugly might be the weakest, but it's still a very solid watch. I had a blast watching those three films, and the spines on all three of those make the Ring of Fire with the three different Good, Bad, Ugly people. I don't know. There's so much love and care into those releases, man. It's great.
I didn't even know that. I have the Kino one, so I don't have those, but
yeah, showcase those off. Yeah,
look
at that. Ooh,
that's cool.
I love it.
Dang it.
Look at Jake. You all right? Need a moment?
Yeah, no, just bring back memories because those came out early this year, and
that's great.
Yeah,
that's cool, John.
Yeah, I had such a fun experience watching that trilogy.
Heck yeah. I love A Fistful of Dollars. I think that's my favorite one. So good.
Now I say that, I think that's the best release of the year that I have, because I know there is an Arrow release coming out in a couple of weeks. That's probably going to be even better than that one, and I haven't gotten it yet.
No. Mine's in the mail. Mine's coming.
Are we talking about what I think we're talking about?
I think so.
Are we talking about what I think we're talking about? All right.
Someone else has to be able to talk about this.
Yeah.
Can we not say the name?
Not going to bring it up.
I know, it's not so secretive. I think I know, but so secretive.
I think everybody knows.
I feel like I might have something related to it.
The same time frame of The Good Son and Camp Nowhere, right, Nate?
Exactly.
Yeah, sometime around then.
Yeah.
All right, Jake, you're up.
I'll talk about this one. My love of movies really started when the year 1999, I think 1999, 2000, somewhere around there, my dad bought our first DVD player. That DVD player came with 3 movies. The first one was Air America, which I never watched because I did not care. The second one was Gone in 60 Seconds, which is such a fun flick, and I still love that movie to this day. But the third one was Jim Carrey in The Mask. And Arrow Video coming out with this box set was just such a breath of fresh air for me, such a nostalgic trip down memory lane that I loved watching. The special features on here are great. The director, Chuck Russell, has an amazing interview on this. If you have not watched it, the transfer looks so good. I love that Arrow got this. I didn't think Arrow Video would get The Mask. And when that got announced with they've been starting to do those intro videos, the teaser hype up videos. When they started doing the Copacabana stuff for The Mask, I'm like, holy shit. I cannot believe Arrow got their hands on this sucker. So I think a lot of people are happy. We just showed a couple people that have it in the collection. I'm just happy that there are so many people that love this movie, and it's kind of getting its time in the sun once again. How's it going, Corey?
Hello. I love that movie. I love it so much. I didn't have it on Blu-ray. Even I had it digital only HD, and I was because I knew it. I'm this is visually someone. And when it was Arrow, I nearly dropped dead. I said, I don't even know how this happened, but I'm so happy that it happened.
It's the best.
Yeah, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might open mine up one day.
I'm not usually big on FOMO, but when I saw that one, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to dig into the reserve money to make sure I get a copy of that. Because and I watched the whole thing. It looks great. It was worth it.
Barnes & Noble is going to have a 50% off Arrow sale soon. They usually have a couple a year. I would just wait until then.
January.
No, I already bought it because I didn't want that.
Gotcha.
You already dipped into the reserve.
You got hard FOMO.
I did dip in because that one. That's I love that movie, and that chunky box is I was like, oh, see, I'm gonna get stuck with the watered down version, and I don't want that.
Right.
It's good because the outside is black, and then the inside's purple, and then the reversible art is white, and it's
super nice.
So good.
Don't tell me that I haven't opened it yet.
My bad. They're all purple or black. They're all black.
Hey, but sometimes they do have those chunky boxes during the sale time. So I still can't get rid of some chunky boxes, so
I'll
they'll have
take it.
them.
Send it.
I'll
over.
get it for. I'll get that one for $30. You watch now. $30 or $25 maybe. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll tell you. All right. Corey, welcome to the table.
Thank you so much for letting me still come in very, very late. I had some last minute things come up with families, but I was really looking forward to hanging out with y'all, and I appreciate you letting me jump in late still.
With a beard like that, we can't say no to you.
Yeah, you got to let the big old gray beard
You
in.
look like Thanksgiving right now.
I look
Yes,
like
you do.
almost Santa Claus, maybe more Christmas at this
Once you're
point.
done eating your Thanksgiving dinner, you're going to chop down your Christmas tree and
I'm
drag it into the
gonna, with my bare hand, I will chop it
It
down.
does look like a lumberjack.
Yeah, like some. I got the flannel and everything going. So. But anyway, thank you very much for letting me join in late. I'm sorry I missed so much.
Oh, no worries. We'll catch you up right now. So we're on our third round of thankfulness. So I'll let you have the table right now. If you want to give anywhere from 1 to 3 things you're thankful for, go for it. So whatever you're thankful for out there.
Well, there's a lot of things I'm thankful for. And I know I was like looking at some things that were physical media, movies, and things outside of that. Where we've been hitting so far? We've just been all over the place with the things, or
kind of, sort of, yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll just, not to be corny, but I'm going to throw out there right now. The first thing I'm super thankful for this year is my family. So that was one thing that why I was late tonight. My dad last minute was coming through town. I don't get to see him all the time. And, took some time to go have a bite to eat with him and hang out with him. So very thankful for my family. We're so dysfunctional and we get at each other all the time, but we always circle back and, have a good time together. And if it wasn't for my immediate family, like my wife and kids supporting me, I wouldn't be doing some of these fun things like this, jumping onto a YouTube live stream and hanging out with some good friends, talking about some fun stuff. So number one, that's got to be it right there. So I know I'll tie it into the movie saying it's because of their support. I still get to do some fun things like this and jump in here. So
Nice.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Nope, all of us talked about our families too, Corey. So.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I'm like, did you kick your dog? I mean, what
Yeah.
you said was beautiful. I don't know what you're apologizing for.
But no, it's yeah, I think all of us have those people in our lives that are always there for you and keep you going and support you, even if they don't always understand the things that you enjoy and do, but they still support you and love seeing you have fun with it. That's always a cool thing. So
I know, it's kind of funny, right? Like, I think my family and friends are still confused by YouTube and just what I do on there. Like, they don't fully get it.
Yep.
So you like talk movie, like DVD?
Yeah.
Like, they still have those around? They're still
Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe me, I've had those conversations as well. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Jeff, you're up. Oh, holding us in suspense, Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, you muted
Oh, he's
yourself.
freaking
Jeff.
mute. We have to guess what he's doing.
So everybody's been talking about boutique labels. I want to talk about studios. I feel like studios have been trying to take that extra little itch for us this year. And it started with these two here. And that's going to be Panic Room and Constantine. We got these in some really nice steel books. And Panic Room was even brought straight from DVD right up to 4K. It seemed to me like the studios were going to listen, and every time they've kind of brought a movie out for the first time this year, they've brought it in some kind of really nice edition. I mean, Freddie got his due this year. It just seems like the actual studios themselves are finally learning what we want as collectors. And it's kind of been really nice little drops all year long. So I'm just going to give a nod to the studios for finally figuring out what we want in 2025. That's what I'm thankful for.
I just got Panic Room in today because it got on sale a little bit. So it's like $30 now if anybody still wants it. I've never seen the movie. It's a blind buy for me.
Great movie. Great movie.
It's a fun watch.
Yeah.
For sure.
I looked at the trailer and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to stop the trailer. I've seen too much already.
And Constantine is like one of the best transfers
Oh.
I've seen all year. That sucker is
Yeah.
so sharp, man. And that Steelbook, oh my god, I love it. So
Incredible.
much debossing in that sucker. Mwah. Chef's kiss.
All right, Huck, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback with Jeff because this was my thing is not only the studio stuff, but just picking up some titles I was excited for in general. And while this didn't come out this year, I was happy to complete the collection because it finally went on sale. So now I have all 4. Mike, you know where this is, and that is the great Warner Brothers set. These things are, big chunky boxes. Just got this in. It was like super sale. I don't know, $50 or something like that. And I had the other 3. So it's nice to get things like that. And for me, while this is no Kraven the Hunter, I was stoked. Hang on, let me get this out here. To pick up this Steelbook of Superman, which look, when you put this in, the moment this movie starts and he hits the snow, my sound system, I literally went, "Oh my god!" Like I turned around because when he hits, it just enveloped. Like I don't know what everything else has been encoded with. I've been watching all year long, but it was nothing compared to this. And so I was just going to test the beginning of the movie. 2 hours later, I finished the movie because I couldn't stop watching it. And because I liked it so much, I created, we talk about these things that make our movies feel special, like these chunky boxes of the mask. So there's this guy online that makes boxes, and I got inspired to do that. So I made a box for Superman. So it's like having its own
Nice.
special box,
Yeah,
and
sharp
it's a perfect fit for the Steelbook. So it's all in there. So now a movie that I really loved gets a little bit of a treatment to it. And so this will piggyback into something coming up next.
More of the Huxtamization.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I do.
love it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You're
Exactly.
the third person I know that does that now. That's so wild. Like
Well,
to me, that seems like insanely hard to do. But
it's
it
funny
looks so
because
nice.
the trickiest part is finding the measurements to be precise. And as soon as I got that down, then I of course, it helps being unemployed. I couldn't stop filling my time to distract myself by making these. So I've made now over 100. And I haven't made the cases yet, but I've done the artwork for them. I guess I'm already jumping the gun, but you'll appreciate that.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
They
Nice.
live, there's
I got a
Excalibur in
poster
there.
of that. Just
Make him full screen, Mike. Make him full screen. Let's see
Yeah.
this art.
All right, so here I'll move this.
I
back.
love that. That's nice.
So you got that, and
Nice.
it's just about finding some good pieces of art.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Excalibur, and the trick is finding really nice, beautiful high-res images of these things, and then it just goes on and on. I don't want to bore you, but they just kind of keep going, and then just it's just something to. Since I can't buy a lot of stuff right now, but what I can do is honor the collection I have. And so, it's just a way of looking up going, oh, now I'm going to make all of these fun movies look like an Arrow chunky box. And there's something fun about that. I love, you guys have seen my Huxtamizations, it's about curating your own collection. I don't care if anybody says, oh, you're ruining the resale value. I don't give a rat's ass about resale value. It's my collection. I want it to look the way I want it to look. And this makes me happy to look at it that way. So
I was gonna say if you enjoy it, that's all that matters, right?
yeah. Hang on, I'm dropping all.
I'm so bad at anything with crafts, or I could never do it. I'm like Jake. That looks like it's so hard, and I'm glad I can't do it because I would do it for every movie I have.
But we don't need to do it. We don't need to do it now. We have a box guy. His name is Huck.
That's right. I'll start getting all these requests.
Let me know about when you open your Etsy shop, and then
some of the other guys that do this have Etsy shops. My wife even said, "Hey, can you do something?" I'm like, I guess I can. I see them all over Etsy, so
I'm in.
Yeah, Huck, I was gonna say, have you thought of reaching out to these studios to see if you could license this stuff and actually make a business out of it? Something like that?
I haven't, but it's funny because the people like us come up with ways to make these things look great, and they can't.
Well, it's not that they can't; it's that it's extra cost on some of this stuff, and they don't really see the need to do it, I guess, or if people will spend the extra money to have it. There's some type of like disconnect there.
Yeah.
You got to show up to their studio door and like bring the artwork. Be like,
I guess I'll have
done.
to. I'll walk in and show them off.
All right, Will.
All right, so I went on my shelf a few minutes ago. Who in here knows who John Wayne is?
John who?
John Wayne.
Oh yeah.
So I went through my shelf. I found this. I got this like 2 years ago. One of my favorite movies is in this set. I forgot what it was. It ain't a Western. It's called The High and the Mighty. Let me go in here and pull it out. So this is The High and the Mighty. I enjoyed this movie. It's an air aviation movie. I think it's the winner of 6 Oscars, and the director did a fine job on this movie. It had a great script. John Wayne did an amazing job in this movie, and I think he should have won an Oscar for it. So yeah, that's my other thingamajiggy.
That's awesome. I love getting recommendations because I haven't seen a lot of John Wayne movies, so maybe that's one I'll try.
You can only find it on DVD.
Okay. Yeah, I've never been a big John Wayne person. I'm trying to even think of a movie I've seen him in. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. He's in that.
He's in The Searchers.
Stewart, right?
It's in this set as well.
So good. Stagecoach. I think he was in the original old Stagecoach. I've only seen like
he was in the old
True
one.
Grit.
yeah, True Grit.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So that gives us, 3 rounds of thankfulness. We're now getting into round 4, so we'll keep it moving. But I am thankful for the deals, man. The sales. This week has been like Sale-a-Palooza, and I've been stocking up. Like that Groove 4K sale was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
I was just going wild.
Yeah.
So to get like a 4K movie for $12.99, oh my gosh.
That is
Companion's fun too.
It's such a good movie.
I love Companion. This is a 5-star.
I agree.
review.
I agree.
love this movie. It was such a surprise in the theaters, but I wasn't gonna pay like over 30-something bucks for it. I'm like, I'm gonna wait, see where it gets discounted, and then to see all those WB movies get discounted, I'm like picking up Sinner, Superman, all $12.99. I'm like, oh my gosh. I spent like maybe $100 and got like 14 4Ks out of it, something like that. I don't know. It was a great deal. So I love the sales. I love being patient, waiting for the sales and the discounts because everything gets discounted eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, everything will get discounted. So I love the sale. I don't know if you guys wait for the sale at all, or if you're like pre-order day one people. I always wait for the sales.
I'm a big salesperson. Sales, and I have no problem buying used either. So I'll do that a lot too. Yeah,
I'm more of a thrifter. I really like doing that. You never
the
know
bang
what
for the
you're
buck.
out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the fun thing too, is like going out and you might be a bust someday, and then someday you come across some gem that you're just like, what? This is only $5, and take it home. So.
I'm kind of a mix. I'm the worst. I pre-order a lot, and also I love going to get used stuff, but you know what? I think because there's like a lack of stores that sell in store, I'm like, I just want to get it. I don't want to risk it. I don't want it to be like, well, we only made 3,000 of these and they're sold out. So like, it's not even, I wouldn't even say, I guess it's FOMO in a way, but it's not the FOMO of like seeing someone else have it. It's like, I just want to make sure I get it. So
Nate,
I end up
find another 3,000 in another warehouse somewhere.
They might. You're right. That's what I'm saying. I'm the worst. They might, but I can't help it. I just and I don't even watch them when I buy them. They sit there for like 2 years before I watch them. But usually I buy movies I've seen. So
that damn nightmare set.
Yeah.
It'll come back. It'll come back and it'll eventually get discounted. I'm telling you. I'm gonna get that sucker for $50 one day.
Yeah. You keep holding on to that thought, that and Craven being a damn good superhero.
Hey, you'd be surprised. I've gotten so many things on sale, like with couponing and bundling. Like I got the Friends 4K set for like $40, I think. Like with so many like combo deals and sales I did in coupons. So I'm like, I'm okay waiting 6 months to a year, and then I'll find a way to get it cheap.
That's good. I want to be like that one day.
Yeah. Just watch the channel, man. Deals every Monday, I tell you.
No, it's
If
gonna
you
take a
become
long
a
time.
member, you get
I see
deals.
your deals, but it's a mental thing. One day I'll be like you. I don't know.
One day, Nate.
Yes.
All right, Nate, you're up.
All right. So this one, don't worry, my last one will be short. This one I'm just gonna take a minute because I just have some stuff here. So everyone has their favorite superhero or their favorite comic book character or their favorite book or their favorite film franchise. And I'm so glad that over the years, my probably favorite like overall property has been treated very well, I think, by the studios overall. And now it's getting an Arrow 4K set. And I'm talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is, I was born in 1987. The animated cartoon came out in 1987. I feel like it's just been there my whole life at the same time. And so just some of my favorite stuff, like I can't believe they did this on 4K, but when I saw it, I was like, well, I need it. Like the Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, animated. Love it. Love this. I mean, Batman's my favorite DC character, and the Turtles are my favorite characters, period. So had to buy that. You like steelbooks? Well, I got the Mutant Mayhem steelbook. I love it. I love this movie. I thought it was great. Mm-hmm. And one of my favorite things about TMNT is like it works in animated form. It works in live action. It's very versatile that way. Of course, the classic box set, the Blu-ray box set with the first 3 movies. And the animated film TMNT that no one ever talks about or gets any love, but it's in here, so that's why I kept it. And then, of course, my favorite thing I have, which is the Turtle Van with the DVDs of the whole entire animated series. This was a Christmas gift from my brother. Shout out to my brother. Absolutely love it. The wheels work, so if you want to roll it around, you can roll it around. But I'm just so glad that, like, I'm glad Arrow's putting out this 4K, but I'm also glad that Paramount and Warner Brothers kind of always did a good job of releasing a lot of TMNT stuff in a lot of different formats. I've never been like, oh man, I wish, the Michael Bay ones, which I don't care. I like those too. I wish those got a 4K, and then they did. I wish this Batman animated one got a 4K, and it did. So I cannot wait for the Arrow. I bought both. And I don't double dip very often, but I was like, I'm just going to do it. So I got the Arrow exclusive one, the regular one. I'm very excited to get those. So yes, I'm grateful and thankful that these studios did not do me dirty by releasing like one Blu-ray ever. And that was my only choice. I've had so many options and I've bought so many times. So yes, I love it. I love TMNT. I don't care. I'll love it till I die, probably. I'm born in New York. They're born in New York. My middle name's Raphael. Raphael's one of them. I just feel like I was meant to love it, and I do.
You like pizza?
I love pizza.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god, I love pizza. Let me tell you. So yeah, it's just a property that I unabashedly love. I don't care.
Little side note, I love that van with the animated. That is awesome, and I will to this day say like. Some of the coolest, most inventive box sets were DVD box sets.
Yes.
There's been some of the coolest ones were DVD box sets. And I'm not saying there's not cool Blu-ray and 4K box sets, but stuff like that, like you just don't see it as much anymore. But.
Yeah, and the Blu-ray set, the discs were pizzas.
Yeah,
so,
nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great.
It has like grease stains on the back. It's fantastic.
What do you think about The Last Ronin getting canceled, Nate?
Pissed off.
I bet.
Let me tell you, I'm very upset. What I'm hoping for is they release another live action one and maybe build towards it, like see how it does financially. And I'll go see it 100 times if I have to, but I'm mad that they're not doing it. But I do feel like it's hard to jump in on that. Like that needs to kind of be built up. So
see, Nate,
in a way, I'm okay with
happened.
it. Yeah.
This is what happened. Y'all didn't support Kraven the Hunter, so then they said superhero rated R movies aren't going to work, and then that stuff gets canceled. See? Should have all supported Kraven.
Sure. Well, Deadpool makes a lot of money, and that's rated R.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm buying what you're selling, Mike.
Oh, you saved it, Nate. You saved it.
But yeah, I'm upset that they can't. I'm upset and I'm not. I'm like kind of mixed on it, to be honest. But I want to see that story done for sure.
All right, Johnny, you're up.
All right. What I'm thankful for I guess this round is, we all love movies here. We all want to be able to own the movies that we like and love. And what I'm thankful for is, even though, movies only get a steelbook release, at least we're getting it. And I mean, we've seen it earlier. We got Panic Room. Nobody brought up Seven and Tombstone. I mean, these only have like a Blu-ray, maybe even a DVD release, but now we've got them in 4K.
Edward Scissorhands.
And I got that in the pile. I haven't shown that off yet, but and including, I know probably some people are still mad about not being able to get this, but including the Night of the Living Dead 4K, the 1990 version. And kudos to Disney for finally getting their thumbs out of their asses and giving us Tron and Tron Legacy in 4K. Even though, they're in 4K and they're only in steelbook form, at least we're getting a release for it. So I'm thankful that some of these studios, if the only way we're going to release this is in a 4K steelbook and you have to pay $40, $50 for it, at least we're getting it. And it's in a really cool steelbook.
And they just announced the Tron Ares steelbooks. Now you can have all three of them. And I love Tron Ares. Like, I didn't grow up with Tron. I watched it recently and I couldn't stand the first Tron, but I love Tron Ares. So that movie was incredible in the theaters. It was like a roller coaster ride in 3D. Whew.
And who did the music? Daft Punk, I think, for that one. That was.
I thought it was
Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah, Daft Punk was Legacy.
Legacy.
Yeah, Legacy was Daft
Punk. Yeah, that's what I was
Yep.
talking about, Mike.
Yeah, yep, you're right. Yep, you're right. Yeah, and they have a little cameo in the movie too. So in the there's like a nightclub scene. And they're mixing the records.
Cool. That 4K looks and sounds gorgeous too, Johnny. Whenever you decide to pop it in, it's a stunner.
Well. Yeah, I was holding off on showing these until I did my live stream next month, but I was like, well, screw it. I'm going to go ahead and show them off. And yeah, I can't wait to finally sit down and watch these two again in 4K.
All right, Jake.
Well, Corey was talking some major shit about how there's no good box sets these days. And I beg to differ because there are some unique box sets that have come out this year that just kind of put a smile on my face, because when I'm collecting things now, I have all this behind me, but I also like to have unique pieces of physical media in the collection. First one up here, we have the Luc Besson collection, which looks absolutely gorgeous. But then I think there is like a Sony classic set that kind of opens up like this, but you can just pull out any movie you want from here. They all have slip covers. The only Luc Besson movie I've seen is Leon the Professional, and I fell in love with that movie. So I cannot wait to deep dive into his filmography just a little bit more. I don't know. There's something cool about this. Like, just, I don't know, the physicality, the functionality of these box sets. I can't get enough of them. There's another one that A24 came out with. I was not going to pick this up, but this box set for the X trilogy, Pearl, X, and Maxine, it's very well laid out because you get the nice little box inside of a box. Love that feature. You get a nice run through of all three films on this side, and then you get like a nice simplistic rundown of each and every movie with like some stats and special features on here. I just thought this release was very slick, but probably my favorite box set that I've had this year is for my favorite trilogy of all time. And that is for Back to the Future trilogy. Like, this thing is a thing of beauty. And when you open it up and you get a freaking license plate to be like, that's what you see as soon as you open this sucker up. And there are so many physical goodies in this release. I love, like, there's a little mini Gibson guitar, just like he plays in the first movie. The steelbook looks great in here too. There's just so much cool stuff in this box set. And again, it goes to like the collectability of physical media these days. Like, you might have to pay a little bit more to get some stuff, but at least you have like very cool stuff to celebrate the movies and franchises and IPs that you love. And I really am a sucker for a unique box set, and there have been quite a few. I just grabbed 3.
I love the Lupus on one. I just started watching them. I've seen like 3 of them in there.
Yeah.
And I watched the first 2 and they're weird as hell, but I'm interested to see what you think once you start watching them.
Well, I'm going to go to La Femme Nikita next, because that's in the same universe as Leon. So
Okay.
I'm hoping that I'm still like safe around there, I guess.
That one's good.
That's
That one's
a good
a
one.
Fifth Element, professional, great. I watched the first 2 and they are strange, but
Sure.
I kind of liked them a little bit. Well, one I liked, one I didn't.
Yeah.
But I love that box set. It's
Those
gorgeous.
French, yeah, they make some weird stuff.
Very French.
Mm-hmm.
Nate, you have the same box set then?
I do. Yeah.
That's nice.
It's over there, but it's so nice. I like the slip covers on them. They're all like
Mhm.
uniform. I love
And
uniform stuff.
glossy, glossy and metallic at the same time. I love it.
They
Mike,
picked, like, a different color.
Mike,
for
we
every
need a deal on that box, man.
It's gonna get to $100, and I will pick it up then. But I am thankful for that X trilogy, because I got that when Orbit DVD did a pricing error, so I got the 4Ks for $80. So
Nice.
I loved it.
Mhm.
I'll find the deals. I'll let you know when the deals happen. I'll find them.
He hacked in and changed the pricing
No,
error.
when it first came up, I think they got it confused with the Blu-ray prices, but it was
Yeah.
the 4Ks, so I locked it in right away, and then they changed it like a day later. But I'm like, glad I locked it in for 80. Nice, I love it. All right, Corey, you're up.
Well, first of all, if I'm known for anything, it's talking trash about new movies and how horrible things are these days. So, Jake, thank you so much for putting me in my place
Anytime, Corey. Anytime.
and get that positive vibe. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Jake. I'm just joking around. But tying it also back into what Johnny was saying with some of the things that he was showing of just being thankful we are getting them. This is kind of a twofold of being thankful for getting something, getting original stories, original movies out in the theater, even if it's not a huge budget movie, but particularly in those cases, thankful that we actually get a physical release of them, because it's not always guaranteed anymore. So I was just pulling this one out as an example from this year, but Sketch was one that I really enjoyed. It's a good movie. I think it's worth checking out. It was one of the mystery movies that I saw in the theater this year. Didn't know anything about it going into it and really enjoyed it. I felt like it was something fresh, something original, and it mixed some comedy with some deeper topics too, within family and dealing with loss and grief. But then, sometimes with movies like that too, you never know if you're going to be able to actually put it in your hand and have it on your shelf. And so I was thankful that stories like that are still coming out to the theaters, and thankful that they're still printing these nice little discs that we can buy and bring home.
My original movie that I keep on like singing its praises for is Splitsville. If you have not seen this movie,
I've not.
This movie rocks. A very funny movie, and I'm in my mid to late 30s. There's not a lot of comedies that really like delve into like the problems that I have in my life sometimes, I guess, or some problems that might be affecting some other people's relationships and whatnot. The way that this is kind of set up and into like, there's like 4 different act structures that feel like completely different movies, but still like going through the same storylines. Very funny, very still like layered in realism a little bit. Highly, highly recommend Splitsville.
I've written it down. I have not seen that.
Man, I missed both of those movies too, because they came out to the theaters on weekends where there was like 3 or 4 new releases, and they were just like at the bottom of my list, so I didn't get to them. And I'm like, and then they were out after a week.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a chance.
You don't get much.
Is very hit or miss with their releases this year.
Yeah.
It's either like they're in there for a few weeks, or they're just like boom, you're gone.
Yeah, some of those original ones, if you don't get it right away, it's you miss it. It doesn't take too long before they pull it off of the screens. And then, like I said, you don't always get a guaranteed physical release or how soon after, but it's nice to see some of those smaller releases getting that. No slip, no big box or anything, but I got the Blu-ray in my hand, and I've already rewatched it since I've had it. So that's
it's
nice
a movie.
to be able to do.
The movie's what counts, Corey.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
All right, Jeff, you're up.
So we all here love our physical media, and the thing I'm probably the most thankful about in 2025 is that we still have somewhere to buy it. So I'm thankful for Barnes and Noble. It has become my favorite store this year because it's literally the only place I can go and thumb through brand new sealed movies. My Walmart has been garbage for about 2 years.
Yeah.
They had that steelbook end cap for about a month. I was the only one that bought anything off of it because for the common movie buyer, they were kind of overpriced. So I don't have anywhere. I have to drive a little ways for Barnes and Noble, but it's worth it. And I feel like if you're trying to get the Barnes and Noble sale somewhere else, you should probably try to go to Barnes and Noble first, because it literally is like the last brick and mortar store that we have that has movies, and they don't carry just like one label or this label. Both the ones that I went to in the last 2 weeks, and they're geographically they're pretty far apart. They both were carrying all kinds of stuff, so it's still a very good place to go and get your physical media, whether you like movies or even music. I mean, heck, they had lots of vinyls and CDs and stuff nowadays as well.
This year they were really good at spreading the wealth on sales for different brands and labels. Like they did Arrow Video a couple times, just like they did Criterion. They did just Paramount movies in general too for a month. Like, I like how creative they're getting with their sales. And I really enjoy going to Barnes and Noble. I don't do it enough, and of course I get hyped when the Criterion sale goes around. But I love the layout of one of the stores. One of the stores next to me is not great. The other one still has a very solid physical media collection.
And I really like when I'm walking out of there with a stack of movies and they're all looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, I like that. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, I went in there last time and they even had like a Mill Creek sale going on.
Yeah,
and like they had a display for Mill Creek titles. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's cool.
They do Kino sales, Arrow sales, Criterion, and Studio. They'll do Lionsgate, Paramount. And they have a free membership thing, and you could earn rewards and get coupons too.
You have to be doing that. Yes, because I sporadically go in there and then I get a free Criterion movie when the sales come up. It's the best.
Yep.
All right, Huck.
Yeah, I'm loving all this, y'all. I sort of jumped the gun on my last one, so because I don't have a backup, I'm just going to keep going off of that. And just sort of show you guys I guess I'm thankful for being able to make these things. So yeah, I thought it'd be fun, especially Jake, since kid loves Beetlejuice. I'm going to show y'all 6 that I'm proud of. So Mike, you're going to go, I'm going to show you guys these right here. So you got your Beetlejuice, cool spine there in the back there. Dungeons & Dragons. This is a great movie, by the way. If you haven't seen Dungeons & Dragons,
it's fun.
Yep,
yeah,
agreed.
Love that back there. Maybe a little Tom Cruise there.
Great movie.
Live, Die, Repeat. Super nice. I don't know, just something about having and like Dick Tracy doesn't get any love. And I was a big fan. I had growing up. I got all the character posters when this came out, and these are the character posters and the slogans that you find on those posters. So because I was such a fan of that, I wanted to somehow honor the back of those posters on the back of here. Now, I missed out on Vinegar Syndrome, right? I didn't get the chunky box in this movie, but Beastmaster, baby. Now I'm able to have a knockable Beast. And not only that, I made a slipcover for it as well.
That's
so I got my own Vinegar Syndrome. And then this is the only full wrap I did. So check this out. So Independence Day goes all the way around.
Oh God,
that's so awesome!
And it just looks freaking as good as it looks here. And then this one I just made most recently because I got the 4K on that deal, Mike. And then I stole the cover for the steelbook because I don't have the steelbook. I just have insides the slip cover. And there you go. So I got and I'm always a big fan of the traditional posters. I don't like when things go Photoshoppy or get all messed up. If I can and I prefer it, I want the front to be the original poster because that's what gets me excited is those movie posters. When an artist makes a poster, I want that poster.
Absolutely.
So So yeah, man, Vinegar Syndrome. Who needs it? Yeah.
Those look pretty legit,
It only
man.
cost me $5 or $6 instead of 45.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's cool.
Yeah, it looks like we're all going to be coming to you now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I have a list. I'm mentally making a list.
I may
Yeah.
have already made it. So let me,
I need the Dick Tracy one. I'm going to tell you right now.
dude, I love this Dick Tracy one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
You said you made 100 of those, or just 100 designs?
I just 100 designs. I have the only ones I've made boxes are these 6. A couple more. I got King Kong, Blade Runner, and actually I'll show you. I'll show you a beautiful box that I got that goes along with it. So this is one that my friend Mike made. This is what inspired me.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then look in there, y'all. I mean, this stuff is like so good. So each of these has their own slipcover.
Mhm.
And inside, it's got the custom art, So this is what got me out, because this is how I think. So custom art on the outside, and then custom art. That disc is flopping out on the inside as well. And so, it comes in a 4-disc holder. I say holder as it's falling out. But I also got one of those, the bootleg thing of the what is it, the 77, 42, the basically the original version of the movie that somebody made online.
Yeah.
Whatever those go. Anyway, so I've got a copy of those in here as well. So this is like the ultimate Star Wars box set. So yeah, I'm just getting like into doing fun stuff with my collection.
My number 5 is that I'm thankful for you showing us all these boxes.
I mean, if you want, I'll put you in touch with this guy.
Let me know.
All right. That's all I got. I just wanted to show this off there. There you go.
All right, so I just got a
It's because
VHS.
I want Jake's Back to the Future box. That's why.
You can make an awesome Back to the Future box too, though. Like what you did for Star Wars, or what your friend did for Star Wars. I bet you could do one for Back to the Future that would look sharp as hell.
Yeah.
You mean this one here?
Yeah, I do. That's exactly what I mean.
Sick.
And then there they are.
That looks awesome.
Back to the Future. Yep, same thing. Slip covers and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
As I drop half of them on the floor. Okay.
All right, Will, what do you got?
Go ahead, Will.
All right, so I went in my VHS drawer just a few minutes ago. Right now, I want to say I'm thankful for Kino Lorber because they put one of my favorite films out on 4K that I did not pick up. And that film is Ronin. I didn't pick it up. It's my favorite movie with Robert De Niro, and all the action in it is just great. I think it's one of Robert De Niro's best roles, except for The Godfather Part 2, in which he won his Oscar, and Raging Bull. But this movie's good. I'll give it a 5 out of 5. This movie, it's a showcase action thriller. I really enjoyed it.
Look at that.
And yeah, I don't know why I did not pick up the 4K. I'm serious right now. That's all.
That's a great movie. I really enjoyed that one. I got to see that in the theater when it came out, and that was one that I don't know why it always clicked with me too. But that's one I can just throw in and watch. Some great practical effects, car chase scenes, and the choreography that they got going on with those car chase scenes are crazy. There's a couple pretty long ones in there, but that's a great movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Wow. So much great physical media you guys have shown in this last round. That was incredible seeing all that. All right. So we're getting into our 5th and final round here. So once again, audience out there, if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and thank up that like and subscribe, that notification bell to everybody's channels. Everybody's channel links are in the description below. Of course, visit their channel, watch all their videos, and have a great time talking these movies. But we're into our 5th and final round here. So let's go with, got to go with this one, of course. Got to make it family related for the last one. So very thankful for my baby this year. Yay, my baby and my wife. And just watching movies with my family is just an incredible experience. It makes the movie watching better. Like you guys have mentioned, like seeing movies with your friends and all of that. Just makes it a completely different experience when you see their expressions of when they really enjoy a movie. So like going out to the theaters and seeing Snow White, even though I didn't think it was, that good of a movie, but just the experience of going to the theaters with them was incredible. So I think my baby's seen probably like 40 movies in the theaters this year. So that's pretty awesome. And she's been great. Like, oh my gosh, I have the best baby because she does not get loud in movies. She'll just sit there or sleep for the most part. And yeah, she's just really good in the theaters. So, and I hear that's like usually not a normal thing. Like usually
you have a rare baby
and cry, but my baby will just zone in there. So she's been a joy to take along with the movies and all that. So
I'll say that was a great experience with me. My kids are now grown and out of the house, but that I have so many fond memories. There's some movies in my collection that anybody could say they're not the best movie in the world, and I'll be like, you could be perfectly right, but I have a great experience of remembering with one or both of my children, going to see them in the theater and them having a lot of fun watching that. And one in particular, just throw out there, with the sales that were going on, I just actually upgraded to the 4K of How to Train Your Dragon. That was one that both my kids, we went out to, and they absolutely loved, and I enjoyed it too very much. And so it's cool when you can have that connection and share that love of your movies with them, Mike. And man, she's going to have more of a watch log than I will before too awful long if you're going at that rate, man. So that's awesome.
I know she's been doing good on movies so far, so I'm very happy with that. I was just watching How to Train Your Dragon actually before this stream, and that was another one we saw in the theaters we really liked too. So
it was good.
Yeah, that was good. The kid looks just like the character. I didn't realize, because I'm also late to the game, I just saw Black Phone for the first time one day before seeing Black Phone 2. And really loved it. I see why people like the first Black Phone. And then I realized, oh, he's the kid from How to Train Your Dragon. He's perfect.
Man, talk about a bad theater experience. So, like, with all the times I go to the theaters, I actually have really good experiences. But Black Phone 2 was the first time this year. Oh, my gosh. This parent literally came and dropped like all their kids off, and there was like probably 5 or 6 of them in there. And like I don't know, they were like really young. They were all like yelling at the screen, getting up, having full-on conversations in the middle of the theater. That was the first time I had to go get theater management. I'm like, I don't want to be that guy, but I got to be at this point. And then theater management came in and like everybody clapped in the theater. It was hilarious. But
What?
That didn't help. For them telling the kids to shut up.
For them like getting them out of the theater. It was, they're like, thank goodness this guy.
That was like Minecraft. I saw the Minecraft and I wanted to die. I was like, this is maybe the worst thing I've ever come to.
Did you have chicken jockey?
Yeah, they were yelling. I don't know what any of that stuff is because I don't play Minecraft. The same thing happened when I saw the first Five Nights at Freddy's too. These kids were screaming at I don't know what any of it means. They're like, yeah, they're going crazy, and they wouldn't shut up. I'll probably still see the next one, but I'm going to go to a matinee with the blue hairs instead of the teenagers.
Yeah, I learned for horror movies, try not to go Friday night. Like avoid the teenager crowd for sure if you can. Sure.
Yeah.
All right, Nate, you're up.
All right, so okay, don't want to do another movie one. Okay, we'll do another. We'll do one more movie one. I don't have any kids, so I'm not thankful for that. I mean, maybe I'm thankful that I don't have any kids yet. I do have my niece. I love her. She's the one I usually take to the movies. So, like, we're gonna go see the Avatar, the new Avatar. She loves Avatar, so I'm excited to take her. I'm trying to like influence her into loving movies. So I don't have any. I'm not gonna think. I'm thankful for her, but I'm going to do a couple more movie ones. So this has been the year for me where, again, I'm a 90s kid. I was born late 80s, so I grew up in the 90s. And I just feel like there has been so many new 4Ks for 90s movies this year specifically. Just some that I have here. Coneheads. I know a lot of people don't even like Coneheads.
Oh, I love Coneheads.
I love Coneheads, too. One of my favorites. You got Black Sheep. Another one, Black Sheep. I remember me and my sister saw this when we were kids. Hilarious. Billy Madison. And this is not another Kino thing. They just happened to put these out. But Billy Madison. And then I know Johnny said I don't know if he's going to do it or not, but Edward Scissorhands was one that I was super happy for. But then the one that I don't know why I was the most like excited for was actually Casper. I grew up I loved Casper as a kid. I used to have like the Burger King toys from the kids meals, and they were like glow in the dark and all this kind of stuff. And it's just a movie like I couldn't believe when I heard they were, and it was just Universal too. They're like, we're just gonna put it out on 4K. I love this movie. I think the score is amazing. You know, I live in Florida, and they used to have a Casper thing at Universal Studios when like in the 90s, and it was like so good. They had all these props, and then they got rid of it, obviously. So like, I'm just glad that they're putting out so much stuff that I grew up with. I feel like they've worked their way through most of the 80s stuff. So now they're getting to us 90s kids and starting to put out all the stuff we grew up watching, and I love it. And we're end the year with the Turtles, which is like my number one most favorite. So like a great cherry on top for 2025.
I never thought of Edward Scissorhands as a comedy, though. I gotta watch it again. Because
No,
like,
it's
that
not
was
a
the
comedy.
one
I did say 90s comedies. I just meant 90s movies. Those were comedies. No, Edward Scissorhands not. And this movie used to scare me when I was a kid. I could not look at the scene where he would come out of the corner, like when she first goes in the mansion. Scared the crap out of me. I mean, I was like 5 years old. And so it's one of those movies where it's like, I remember being scared. So when I finally was like, I'm going to watch this, I'm old enough to watch this, I fell in love with it instantly. Same thing with Jurassic Park, which is like, that's my favorite movie of all time. I could not watch it when I was a kid. I saw it in the theater. I saw it. My mom said I had my face buried in her shoulder pretty much the entire movie. So when I finally did see it, I was like, this is the greatest movie. How did I do that? So, yeah, I'm so glad they're putting all these, 90s just classics to me out on 4K.
I showed Edward Scissorhands to my family, and my oldest fell in love with that movie, man. Yeah.
Yes. My niece cried, so she was mad at me because I told her to watch it, and she was like, I cried. And I was like, well, good. It's still a good movie. It means you have emotions. That's okay.
All right, Johnny.
Well, just remember, Nate, every movie is a comedy if you're strong enough.
There you go.
All right. Since we're talking about our families, the most important thing that I'm thankful for this year is my wife, because without her, honestly, I don't know if I would still be doing what I'm doing right now with you guys. Every day she gives me a reason to keep going forward. There have been many, many times where I've just wanted to, walk away from YouTube and social media and everything. And she's like, just shut up, stop being a baby and push forward. And every day I get to wake up and look over and say, you know what? This day is going to be better than the next. And it's all because of her. So that's the thing I'm most thankful for this past year. If she told me to get rid of every single movie on my shelf, I'd do it in a heartbeat. So she's the one thing in my life I am absolutely the most thankful for.
April's a sweetheart.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, Johnny. Like, thank goodness for the wives to let us do this stuff. Because, doing this stuff, we're away from them. And for them just to allow us to spend that kind of time on this stuff is amazing in itself. So, and
Corey and Jeff will back me up. They both met April, and they'll say, yeah, she is abusive towards me if I decide to chicken out or something. Oh God, now she's getting up. She's grabbing the frying pan.
I've gotten to witness some fun interactions between the two of you, but I know there's nothing but love there between the two of you. No, she's a great one.
All right, Huck.
Yeah, Johnny, I think you nailed it, and Mike is saying it too. To all the wives, partners, buddies, whatever, friends, or whoever we have out there that keep us moving, keep us going. You guys have seen Becky pop in on my shows a couple of times, and she's always with you guys and excited to see what we're up to, and she's always chipping in and joining in the chats a lot. So yeah, and Jeff, your mom as well, and just so thankful for the community and our partners and the people who keep coming back. The audience, I want to say thank you to the audience. It's always coming back to all of our channels and rewarding us with a reason to even be here. Because if we just sat here and there was like no one there, why bother? So thank you to the chats, the community, you guys for coming out and stuff like that. So yeah, and Eli knows, he's always popping into my stuff. So thank you for that. And for my last one, other than the love for my wife, I want to say how thankful I am that so many of you guys piggybacked with me on the 52-week movie challenge this year. This is the thing that I do that basically it's not just a reason to watch a movie, but it's a reason to go on a film journey. The reason I pick these certain genres per week, many of them are genres I don't like. Next year, I'm going to put Western in there because I am determined to watch Who Shot Liberty Valance. That's going to be my reason for that. Sometimes I will specifically do a genre to make me watch a film that I should have watched by now. I saw All About Eve this year. I've seen, even Guillermo del Toro. I watched Pan's Labyrinth for the first time. I watched The Third Man. All of these things I'm getting to go on this journey with because I'm giving myself a reason to go to it every week. And for those who have joined me, that I love it. I love the journey that we're on. Of course, we're at a new release is this week's challenge. And then the rest of the year, there's only 4 weeks left, y'all. It rounds out with a Christmas classic. And of course, on week 50, it's a movie celebrating its 50th anniversary, then a Universal Picture nominee / winner. And finally, the last one I thought would just be a good one to get a friend's recommendation. We're always giving each other recommendations. Go see this, go see that. Maybe you'll take Mike and I saying, Rental Family, but it'll be out of the theater, so you won't be able to see it. So you have to pick something else.
That's okay. Crave it.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I said a friend's. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm thankful for that. We're gonna do it again next year. We're gonna ramp it up and hopefully get more people to join us and let everybody experience things that they've never seen, or you bought it, it's been sitting on your shelf for 5 years and you haven't watched it. That's why for me, last year was all new movies, unless the week was something like watch your favorite movie. But this year was 50-50 for me. Watch new movies and pull the crap off your shelf that you've never opened and watch those too. So I was thankful to finally crack open movies that I bought and have yet to watch. So join me next year if anybody wants to.
Yeah, that challenge has been incredible, Huck. So thank you so much for putting that challenge on for us. Because like you said, it expands your horizons, like maybe movies you wouldn't have seen before. And you discover some new favorite movies. Like for the Las Vegas one, I saw Showgirls. And I'm like, this is one of my new favorites. I really like this one. I've seen it a few times now. Woo.
That's great.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
All right, Jake, you're up.
So I, like all of you, I love physical media for as long as I can remember, but I never thought that I would ever get the opportunity to actually be a part of a physical media release. So the fact that like I have a video essay on Freaked is still like mind-blowing to me, and the fact that I made the special feature on like cult movies and their second life on physical media, it's just cool because this release is completely jam-packed as is. Like I'm on the second disc, very last thing down there, but the fact that like you can go and look and see my name on a disc is just insane. And because of this, I was able to kind of produce a new physical media release that just got announced yesterday with The Dirties. I cannot wait for you guys to see that movie. I think it's criminally under talked about, and it's cool that I have gotten the opportunity to like start filming things with people who have made movies, and I love watching those special features. So now that I'm able to make them, it's wild, and it's a achievement unlocked that I never thought would even be possible to come. So I'm grateful, very, very grateful for that.
That's awesome. Congrats.
That's
Man.
great,
That's very cool. I love seeing people do things like that. I love so many people in the YouTube space that we've kind of gotten to know like through the years, and hitting some of those maybe what you maybe thought was unattainable goals, and now you're hitting them and you're moving on from that even. So that's amazing and awesome. So congrats.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Yeah, congratulations, Jack.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you just think about it. Like, you're on physical media forever.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I cannot wait for the dirty scare. Like, this one was very cool to have a video essay on, but like to actually help get a movie that never had a physical media release, like it only had like Indiegogos and Kickstarters and stuff, to get a big beefy box set and work on multiple components to make and form a thing, like a physical thing that I have in my collection now. It's just it's the coolest feeling ever.
That's very cool, man.
Absolutely.
All right, Huck, your turn. Commentary for Still Frontier. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for next year. That's no kidding. That's for next year.
Nice.
It's in the works already. It's being
Nice.
made right now. Can't tell anybody.
Just between us.
Just between us and the
And
people.
exclusive.
Yeah. Hopefully by next year you'll be seeing something very special.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, Corey, you're up.
Okay, I'll be very brief, but can I like stitch two together because I came in late?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll be really quick. So one is going into tying in with what Jeff was saying about still having some physical places to find some cool releases at. This is one that I was lucky enough to go with two gentlemen on this panel tonight to actually shop in person. It's not one I can get to very often, but they have a really good online shopping, but Orbit DVD. So I'm going to say these were some of there we go. These are some current ones that I just got from them, and got, Hitcher, Second Sight. We got Studio Canal, The Driver. We got a couple Arrow UK releases with Battle Royale and Cinema Paradiso, and an imprint of Searching for Bobby Fischer. And it's just stuff I would never be able to find on shelves anywhere around me, even in the heyday when everything else was going on. So it's cool that there's a little shop there that is doing that and making some of these more accessible to somebody in the middle of Iowa, to be able to grab and go to. But it was really cool to go to the store. So glad that there's still some places out there doing the physical media, and also, can cater to online if I can't get there in person. But thought that was very cool. But then I'll also tie into what's kind of been said too, is the people joining in the chat. I never thought, I'm still really new to this, I think, compared to a lot of people in here. But I think I just a little bit earlier this year.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, right when let me get serious and bring
I
that one up.
want to thank the chat, and then he puts
I want to
the
thank the
water.
chat. Bring that one up. Oh my gosh. Like throw it off there a little bit, but that was hilarious. I love that. And that's the fun thing about live streams. You never know what's going to come up in the chat and it's going to be said. But not too long ago, I hit 2 years from my first video being out on YouTube, and I never really thought I would do this, or especially live streams. And I fell in love with it. And I think a lot of it is how much people join in with the chats, whether it's, a couple people or 10 people or who, it doesn't even matter, but you get some friends in there wanting to chat with whatever crazy thing I want to talk about at that time. And it made me fall in love with live streaming. And that's probably why I've really suffered at pre-recording anything anymore, because I just like to jump on and have the friends jump in the chat. So I'll just say, even like with tonight, thank you very much, everybody that takes their time out of their day or night, whatever, to jump in here and have fun with us and support us and, join in the conversation. And I'm done.
But you're right. Orbit DVD, like, it's my first year actually trying them out. And for international, like, imported releases, they're the only site to go through to like save on money, especially when you bundle and get free shipping.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to pre-order stuff day one, that's like international stuff, you got to use something like Orbit DVD. So they're really good.
Don't get me started on that.
I know, Johnny. I already had that picked out before talking earlier. So
Every
sorry.
time someone talks about Orbit, I just think.
What
about
happened? Did you
Johnny
guys have
told me
bad
earlier.
Orbit DVD stuff or what?
Oh, you don't want to get him started.
Oh, I haven't had any.
It was when you got up to get a snack. He was
I
telling
kind
me.
of do. Yeah. I don't know this saga.
Wow.
If you want to know, I'll tell it. But we may.
What happened? Real quick, Johnny. What happened with that?
I kind of like pre-ordered Eyes Wide Shut on Criterion 4K because they actually had it in stock, and I did the next day business, shipping, and that was on the 20th, and here it is the 25th. Still not here. They finally got back to me after sending them a couple of emails. They said, well, we're seeing the same tracking you are. I'm like, you lying asshole. You guys haven't even shipped it yet. And they said, well, there's no way you could have selected, one business day shipping because we don't offer that. And I'm like, asshole, I'm not a child. I have receipts. I know how much I paid for shipping, son of a bitch.
Dang, so you paid for the shipping and they delayed it on you? See, that's the thing. You got to get the free shipping with bundling. And yes, you'll get your stuff later. Like, I'm still waiting on stuff I ordered like 6 months ago. But
I'm impatient. I want my shit now. You guys know me and my Criterions, damn it. Nobody's going to stop me from getting a Criterion.
I'm hoping I'm going to Barnes & Noble tomorrow to hopefully find Eyes Wide Shut. I'm nervous that I'm not going to be able to find it, but we'll see. Fingers crossed.
You'll find it.
You'll get it.
You'll find it.
I think it's sold out on Amazon, isn't it? Like, it's hard to find online.
Yep, most of the new ones are like sold out on Amazon.
Yeah.
all right, Will, you're up.
Can you hear me good? I have my mic muted.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. So I want to say a big thank you to theaters because some like straight to digital stuff gets put onto theaters, like PLEs from ESPN and all that. Some movies from digital platforms get put up on theater screen sometimes when they say, oh, they're not going to go straight to theater screens. And so this weekend I'm doing a live stream for Survivor Series War Games. They're showed it in theaters, I guess everywhere, maybe. But it's on ESPN. I'd rather watch it on Netflix than go to the theater or pay $29 a month for on ESPN's app. So that's my other thing. Thank you to the theaters.
I'd say they've been very creative about bringing more people into the into the screen. So I think that's a very good example of them trying to be more creative, of like getting people into the seats and buying tickets. So whether it's live like wrestling events like that, or UFC, or concert series, or even TV shows, like some were doing Dance with the Stars, and they were like, putting them up on the screen. So
Stranger Things.
Absolutely. I think that is a great way for them to stay alive, like bring some things like that in. And also look how well, some of the older classic movies that they've brought back out and put on the screens have done as well. So I think they just got to be open to do things like that. So I'll agree with you. I think it's great that they're trying different things to see what can keep the doors open and keep the projectors going in those places.
My oldest,
giving us some comfy seats. Fix the seats, fix the projectors.
Yeah.
End the credit card commercials halfway through the trailers.
I wish.
30-minute plus trailers. Let's end that.
So long.
My daughter just turned 10, and for her birthday, she wanted to go see K-pop Demon Hunters in theaters. So we rented out a theater that we were able to play it in there, and having like 40 preteen girls sing all the songs in K-pop Demon Hunters is a sight to behold, people. You've never felt more alive.
That sounds great.
I love when they do that too. Like I got to see the Del Toro Frankenstein at the theater. And I was so glad that I didn't have to watch it on my TV because it was such a beautiful movie. I shout out to the theaters. They need to even if it's like super limited engagement of these like streaming movies where it's like a week. Okay, cool. I'll make the time to go see it. But hopefully they keep like K-pop Demon Hunters. That was another one, and I think they did like a sing-along version. And so that was pretty cool.
All right, Jeff,
take us home.
So I'm not going to be very original. I'm going to say that the most thankful thing the thing that I'm the most thankful for is my wife. There's a few guys here that have got to meet her, and there's a few of them that have got to come into my room and know that what you see here, my movies, isn't the only thing that I've had interest in my life, and the only hobby. It's not the only hobby I've ever had, but my wife has always supported my hobby. I mean, we were in Barnes and Noble today, and she's on one side of the store with a stack of Criterion for me for Christmas, and I'm getting my stack that I can't wait for Christmas for. And we're looking at separate lists so that way we're not getting doubles. Like, it's always been one of those things, whether it's like I got like a board game collection, I got video game collections, I got book collections. It doesn't really matter. Like, whatever I decide I want to get into, she's behind, even if she's not quite really understanding what it is that I like about it. And that's why I'm the most thankful, because she lets this exist and continue to exist.
Yeah, that's a great one,
great.
Jeff. Because like all this stuff we collect, it takes up so much space.
Yeah.
So just for them to let us like have this stuff, like I have my movies, you know, on shelves in the living room and stuff, and I know that takes up a lot of space. So, but
it's also cool when, like what you're saying, they might sit there and go, I don't get it, but I see how much you're enjoying it, so I love seeing you have that joy. Go for it, you know.
Yeah.
And you support them with other things that you might be like, I don't quite get it, but I see your joy that you have with it. So it's cool to have that support with your partner.
But you know where that support gets altered is when she goes, you know, I love you have all these things, but if we move, you're packing all that up yourself.
I did that once already.
Like, that's fair. That's fair.
And she'll be like, I want to see your joy the whole time you're packing all that
that's
up.
Right. I'm like,
oh, happily.
All right, so this was a great BluTuber Friendsgiving. We'll go around real quick just so everybody can kind of let the audience know if they got any upcoming projects, anything fun like that. Just a reminder, audience, once again, thank that like and subscribe, those notification bells, and also leave in the comments below, what are you thankful for? Like, give us a top 5 thankful for things as well. That'd be really cool. But yeah, Nate, what do you got going on?
Yeah, Mike, thank you for having me on. I missed last year because I had the flu, so I'm glad I was able to actually join this year. You guys are awesome. Always a pleasure speaking with you guys and joking and laughing. What we got going on? One more live stream, I think, in a couple of weeks. I don't even know. We don't even have really a topic. I think it's just going to be kind of a little hangout. The channel, Geeks and Flicks. Every Friday, we drop a new director spotlight. That's a new thing we're doing, going through the whole filmography of Steven Spielberg. So the next one coming this Friday will be Always, which is a movie that people don't even know what it is or have never heard of it, or Huck likes it. So
it's amazing.
Yeah, so we're going to go over we already recorded it. That'll drop Friday. And then the week after that will be Hook. And we're just going movie by movie. So those are coming out every Friday. And then Alex, of course, has the 4K reviews. He got some stuff going on, so there hasn't been a new one yet. But anyway, again, thank you for having me on.
All right, Johnny.
Once again, thank you, Mike, for having me on. I want to thank everybody on this panel. You guys are awesome. Let's see. I'm on a live stream with you probably, I think it may be 3 weeks. We're doing our Criterion post game. And December 23rd, April and I are doing our hangout with the hall. We're going to be talking about, our New Year's resolutions, all the crap that I've picked up over the last 2-3 months, and just, having a hangout.
All right, Huck.
Sweet. Yeah, Mike, thank you. I want to thank you for always putting these together. There's so much fun. Everybody here, it's just great being thankful with you guys. And yeah, so every Tuesday morning, this morning, we did a morning mug. I always talk about new releases, box office, movie news, and all that good stuff. And a lot of the people that I've seen here tonight pop in there on a weekly basis. So I thank everybody for always being there for that. I do have a few more customs that I've already shot and banked, so we should be getting some of those out, including those boxes may start to become. of videos. So hopefully be on the lookout for those. I'll check out all my movie reviews. Like Mike and I, every time we go out of the theater, we're always giving you guys a quick reaction as we come out. It's funny because it's a very fresh reaction. You know, you don't have time to stew on it. You know, it's how do you feel the moment you come out of the theater? And that's what I try to give off. And then later on, I'll kind of go, I didn't like that as much as I said I did, you know, but that's what the thing is. It's the experience of coming right out and how you feel. So yeah, be on the lookout for all those. And then I'm hoping to do a video with my wife for Christmas time. We meant to do a horror one about ghosts and monsters, but sort of time went away. But we're going to do something for Christmas. So be on the lookout for that.
And Jake?
Steelbook Obsessed on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And then I'll be back on here for a live stream to go over some of the best physical media of 2025. That should be fun.
Oh, yeah, the Meggies. Oh, my gosh. 5th annual. That's going to be a great show. We added some new categories this year as well. So, wow, that's going to be super fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Corey, you're up.
Yep, Corey with Wilkie's Movies and Music. You can find me over at YouTube and Instagram. Usually we'll be jumping out on Friday afternoons, doing a little hangout. Sometimes it's a little more focused. Sometimes it's not focused at all. But we're hanging out and having a good time and talking about whatever's coming up. And I have a few other movie clubs, talking to people in the works right now. I don't have the dates set yet, but coming up really soon. But had a really great one the other night with Eddie from Fans of Something. Yeah. He was a great guy. So if you're looking for something to watch, go back and you haven't seen that one. He's very interesting, and his James Cameron 101 podcast, very cool, and I've been digging into that a lot. Other than that, I'm going to be guests on a few other channels. I think on the 2nd, I'll be on Box Office Brawlers channel. We're going to be talking some Die Hard, and whether or not it means anything that they want to watch it in December. You can decide whether that has any relation to that time of month or not. We won't get into that argument, but other than that, I think, Mike, I might be hanging out with you before too awful long for some holiday gift ideas maybe or something, unless that's spoiling.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure. We'll be doing some gift recommendations. So if you're shopping for some physical media or movie-related items, or for that special person in your life, we're going to be giving you guys some gift ideas. So that's going to be super fun as well.
Yeah. But thanks again for having me on.
All right, Will, you're up.
All right, so I have 2 channels. If you're interested in my physical media channel, it's Williams Cinema. If you're interested in my wrestling channel, it's the one that I'm on right now, Wrestling Hub. I have a couple of upcoming streams. November 29th, we're doing Survivor Series War Games live watch along. I have a couple of friends that are going to join me, I hope. More than that, I'll be doing weekly show streams. But on December 13th, Saturday night's main event, John Cena's final match. If you want to be a guest on the stream, let me know. DM me on Instagram at Williams Wrestling Hub, and I'll have you in as a guest that night for his final match. And other than that, Mike and everyone else, thank y'all so much for having me on. I look forward to coming back here soon.
Absolutely. We got to get you on that 007 team for that franchise tournament. All right, Jeff.
Well, first off, Mike, thank you for the invite. I always really enjoy streaming with everybody. You always find the right mix of people to have a good time. You can find me at John Doe Juggalo everywhere. If it's a social media, type it in. If it pulls up, it's me. If it doesn't pull up, I don't have it. I have a Black Friday video coming out really soon, and me and Johnny got a little something cooking where we're going to be doing some Criterion streams with one of my buddies, Jason, over at Movie Mass. So that should be a fun time. That's going to be hopefully monthly is what we're trying for, but that's just we don't have anything set yet, but just keep an eye out on my channel and possibly theirs. I think I can multi-stream it, so should be fun.
All right. Well, thank you, panelists, for being here today. Audience members, you guys are incredible. I will challenge everybody tonight, including panel members and audience members. Go to these people's channels here that are on this stream. go watch one video all the way through, start to finish, that you have not yet seen. I know all these panel members would be super thankful for that because I know they put an incredible amount of time and effort into these videos. So just stop by and have a great time talking movies with them. But yeah, have a great Thanksgiving, everybody, and have a good night. Thanks for joining us.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Bye, everybody.